Hope you enjoyed your time at the beach.
Oh yeah.
Because you're not going to be going back.
Okay. What is the purpose of that?
A woman's dead and 2 dogs are about to be euthanized because of your uselessness. So have a nice visit. At the time of her arrest, Cutler was staying at the Hilton Hotel on the beach, which in my opinion is absolutely disgusting, given that her inactions led to the horrific death of an innocent woman who was simply trying to walk her own dog in her neighborhood. As some of you may already be aware, this incident occurred during the early morning hours of May 19th, when the victim was walking her dog in the neighborhood and was attacked by 2 dogs belonging to Cutler that had once again gotten out of their yard and were roaming the neighborhood. The dogs, identified as Max and Mako, climbed over the owner's fence and began to brutally attack and maul Cowan, forcing her to the ground, viciously attacking her, and eventually dragging her across the ground for quite some distance. A home security camera captured a large part of the attack on video that I want to warn you is extremely troubling and graphic. As you can see in the video, Cowan attempted to protect her own dog while running from the animals in an effort to keep from being attacked, but was eventually overwhelmed and pulled to the ground. As the attack continued, the victim's spouse heard her screaming for help from the yard and raced outside in an effort to stop the attack, which he was eventually able to do by swinging a knife at the dogs and trying to drive them away. Cowan was transported to a nearby trauma center due to the extent of her injuries and was subsequently pronounced dead by hospital staff approximately 4 hours after the attack initially occurred. As a result of the incident, agents with our homicide unit initiated a death investigation, which ultimately revealed that Linda Cutler had specific and documented knowledge that her dogs repeatedly got out of her yard and additional knowledge that her dogs were attacking humans and had actually bitten someone. The investigation further revealed that Cutler took minimal action to prevent the dogs from getting out of her yard, even after being cited by animal services previously for her dogs being at large and being made aware that her dogs actually bit a neighbor who had to seek medical treatment. As part of the investigation, agents took a sworn statement from Linda Cutler, during which she stated that she was aware that her dogs would routinely get out of the fence and have to be repeatedly returned to her yard. She further admitted that she knew that one of her dogs had bitten an individual and also that both dogs were becoming more and more aggressive, even towards her. She also stated that she had put up another fence, but knew that it had holes and spaces in it that the dogs could go back and forth through. Even worse, even knowing that the dogs had killed someone because of her failure to control them, she actually asked when she could get her dogs back. Now imagine that, being so oblivious to reality that you totally glaze over the loss of someone's life and ask, can you get the dogs back that you didn't take care of in the first place? Well, as a result of our investigation, our agents met with our Brevard County State Attorney's Office and presented the case to them with the various items of evidence and statements for their review. As a result, our agents subsequently obtained an arrest warrant for manslaughter that was signed by the Honorable Judge Kirk Jacobus, directing that Cutler be held on a no bond status. As stated previously, Cutler was picked up earlier today on the warrant by members of the Melbourne Police Department who'd responded to the Hilton on the beach for a disturbance involving Cutler and others. Are you kidding me? Folks, an innocent woman is dead and 2 dogs are about to be euthanized because of this woman's inactions and failure to be a responsible pet owner, and she and her little honey are hanging at the beach at a beautiful hotel. Because of her, a family is trying to deal with the aftermath of a horrific attack on their loved one, and she's soaking up rays and living it up. Oh, and to make matters worse, when she was taken into custody, she feigned having a heart attack and had to be, by policy, transported to a nearby hospital for evaluation. At the hospital, I'm guessing they determined she didn't have a heart at all because they released her to our custody. And as you can see, I personally met our team at the jail earlier and walked her sorry butt into the jail myself.
I pulled my knife out and I'm just swinging it one hand and holding the blood with the other, trying to stop her from bleeding.
Eventually, Smith was able to call 911. He says Jodi was flown to the hospital but died from her injuries hours later.
It was brutal. It was see the woman I've loved for the last 30 years, 25 years, just ripped apart by 2 animals. I'll never get that image out of my mind.
According to Smith, the dogs who attacked Jodi belonged to a neighbor. He says he and others have warned the sheriff's office about those dogs.
I told them that she had those 2 pits that get out all the time and run the neighborhood and have been aggressive towards people, and they didn't do anything about it. My wife lost her life because of it.